Hi guys, and welcome to the video corrections for week 29 spiral. You know our expectations, so let's get to it. Monday, the figure at the, just kidding. Monday, the angle at which the light ray hits the water is equal to the angle at which the light ray is reflected from the water. Equal to. Oops. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to select values to complete the equation below to find the value of x. Next, what is the measure of the angle at which the light ray hits the water? What is the measure of the angle at which the light ray is reflected from the water? So first of all, important information is that both of the way it hits, they're equal to each other. So looking at the diagram, I see that in the middle is a 90-degree angle, and then I also see a supplementary relationship with those three angles because the water is the straight angle divided into 3. So if you do 2 times x, since they're equal, plus the 90-degree right angle, you're going to get 180. And so I solved and got 45 degrees. And then the answer for the measures, they're both 45 degrees because they're equal to each other. Tuesday, refer to the figure shown. Determine if each statement is true or false. A, to find the measure of angle R, subtract 30 degrees from 90 degrees. True or false? B, the measure of angle R is 120 degrees. True or false? C, triangle RST is an acute triangle. True or false? Second part, in a right triangle, the measure of one of the angles is 43 degrees. Sketch a diagram to represent the situation. So, sketch yourself a diagram of a right triangle and label the parts that you know, and then answer the question, what is the measure of the other angle? Alright, so the first thing that I did is I found the missing angle. I know that if you add the two that you know and subtract it from 180, you're going to get the missing angle, and I got that it's 120 degrees. So A is false, because to find R, you're going to subtract 60 from 180 and not 30 from 90. B is true, because I found the measure is 120 degrees. And then C is false, because there's a 120 degree angle, which means it's obtuse. The second part, here's my right triangle. The box means 90 degrees. I labeled one angle as 43 degrees, and then I used the fact that, again, interior angles of a triangle have a sum of 180. I wrote an equation, solved it, and got 47 degrees. A landscape designer created a scale drawing of a bench that will be in a garden as shown. The actual width of the bench is 6 feet, and the actual height is 3 feet. Fill in each box to complete the following statements. So for A, the scale of the drawing is how many inches to how many feet? B, the height of the scale drawing is blank inches. Alright, so down here is my work. The scale I came up with is because I see the drawing right here. And in the drawing, the width is 2 inches, and it says here the actual width is 6 feet. So I was able to make a comparison there, and then I reduced it, and so the scale is 1 inch is 3 feet. And then for part B, I set up my proportion. The scale is right here first, and then I set it equal to x over feet because I want to know the height in the drawing. And then I multiplied and divided and got that it is 1 inch. Thursday, a scale drawing of a doctor's office is shown. What are the actual dimensions of the doctor's office? All right, so I looked over at the diagram and I saw that the scale is 1 inch is 20 feet, so that's important. So I'm given the length and the width, it's 3 by 2, but I want to convert that to feet. So I have a proportion for the length and the width where I lined up like terms, and then I did multiply and divide. And so the dimensions are 60 feet by 40 feet, or if you wrote it 40 feet by 60 feet, that's the same. Congratulations, you are halfway through. This is a picture of what PJ was doing while I was making this video. Turn the page, make sure you're making full corrections with work. Number 1, the figure at the right represents the design for a new hole for a miniature golf course. The new turf to cover the hole costs $1.50 per square foot. How much will it cost to cover the entire area? So my hint on this one, our final answer, we're trying to figure the cost for covering with turf. So this is an area problem. Notice how we have a triangle and half of a circle. So use that to come up with what formulas you would use to find the area of each, and then do the second part about finding how much it would cost to cover. All right, so for the triangle, it's base times height divided by 2, which is 6 times 7 divided by 2, which is 21 square feet. For the circle, area is pi r squared, but since it's half a circle, notice here I divided by 2. So when I went through everything, I ended up with 14.13 square feet. So first, down here at the bottom, I added the two areas and got 35.13 square feet. And then it's going to cost $1.50 per square foot. So I went ahead and multiplied, and then I needed to round my answer, and I came out with $52.70. Number 2, at a local park, Sarah can choose between 2 circular paths to walk. One path has a diameter of 120 yards, and the other has a radius of 45 yards. How much farther can Sarah walk on the longer path than the shorter path if she walks around the path once? So we've actually had this problem before. My tip is to draw pictures. So draw your 2 circles and label them with diameter and the radius, and then use your circumference formula. And then the main answer you're looking for is the difference between the 2 paths and the distance. So like I said, it's a circumference problem. So the 120-yard diameter, I got a circumference of 376.8 yards. And then for the other one, you have to double the radius, because for circumference we need a diameter. So when I did that, I got 282.6 yards. But the question was asking how much farther is she going to have to walk, which is finding the difference, which is subtraction. And so I got 94.2 yards when I subtracted. Number 3, Harry's Pizzeria is having a sale on a medium and large pizzas. Medium pizzas are 10 inches in diameter and cost $7.99. Large pizzas are 14 inches in diameter, cost $14.99. Which size pizza is the better deal? Hint, find the cost per square inch of each pizza. So this problem is like the task 1 we did, where we were comparing the Big Sicilian and the Big Papas or something like that, where you find the area of the pizza and then compare that, find the unit rate for the cost. All right, so over here is my work for the medium. I found the area of the pizza and I got 78.5 square inches. And then I took that and divided the price to find out how much each square inch is. So kind of important, look over there. That's what I got. And when I rounded it, it went to 10 cents. For the large, did the same thing. Pi times the radius squared. And then I got $14.99 divided by the area of the pizza, and this is what I got. So this would round to 10 cents. So rounding, they would both be the same amount, but before we round, if we just compare these two, the large pizza is actually cheaper by like just a tiny, tiny bit. So that's why the answer is the large pizza. 4. Find the area of the Girl Scout patch shown if the diameter is 1.25 inches. Round to the nearest tenth. So area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. We're given a diameter though, so you got to remember we need radius, divide the radius by 2. I'm sorry, the diameter by 2, and I got that right there. So that's the number I'm squaring, and then when I multiply it by pi, I get this long answer down here, rounded to the nearest tenth, 1.2 square inches. Number 5, which angle pairs below are supplementary? Select all that apply. So to get it right, you have to select all that apply. So remember what supplementary angles add up to. So I found the sum of each angle pair, and all of them were 180 except for the first one, because 75 plus 95 is 170. Supplementary have to add up to 180. Congratulations, you guys made it through week 29. Make sure you turn in your corrections to your teacher. We have a break next week from a spiral, so I will see you back here in a couple of weeks.